The representative of His Majesty the King for Humanitarian Work and Youth Affairs, His Highness Sheikh Nasser bin Hamad Al Khalifa, attended the National Day race organised by the Bahrain Royal Equestrian and Endurance Federation, which coincides with Bahrain's celebration of its National Day and the anniversary of His Majesty the King's accession to the throne. His Highness witnessed the stages of the 120-kilometre race, guiding the riders and supporting them throughout the stages. He emphasised that the National Day Championship is one of the long-standing championships in Bahrain, especially as it coincides with the celebrations of its national holidays. He praised the wide participation and the high levels presented by the riders from different stables. He also congratulated the victorious team for winning the 120-kilometre race, stressing that this confirms the team's status in local competitions and the reflection of these levels on the foreign participation of the royal team in international and regional forums. The Secretary of the Federation, Ghalib Al-Halawi, and Assistant Secretary of the Federation Director General of the Royal Stables and the Royal Team, Dr. Khalid Ahmed Hassan, crowned the top three winners, where the first and second places were achieved by the victorious team, represented by Mohammed Abdul Hamid Al-Hashmi, the winner of the first place and the championship title, Isa Humaid Al-Anzi in second, while Asim Abdul Wahab Janahi of Al-Zain team came in third.
الحمد لله. طبعا في البداية يعني لازم نحن نبارك ونهني سيدي جلالة الملك الله طول عمره بأعياد وأفراح مملكة البحرين، عساها إن شاء الله دوم خفاقة وعالية بين دول العالم. اليوم احتفلنا في عيد الوطني بطريقتنا الخاصة، أهل القدرة نتسابق ونطمح على من هو اللي بيستلم الكاس ويفوز ويتنومس بلقب كاس عيد الوطني. الحمد لله المنافسات كانت جدا طيبة. طبعا مشاركة شيمة بنتي كانت يعني هذه إضافة لأول 1 ستار لها كتأهيلي تجهيز إن شاء الله لبطولاتها القادمة اللي إن شاء الله تكون هي يعني عنصر رئيسي بإذن الله في منتخبات البحرين. والله كان سباق اليوم حافل، في كثير من الضغوطات، نحاول احنا نهدي والزعيم يحاول يرفع البيس، لكنه هو دفع الثمن وفزنا اليوم احنا الحمد لله. جدولنا حافل هذه السنة، فيه العلا، فيه طبعا أهمهم كلهم كاس سيدي جلالة الملك. في عندنا سباقات في دولة الإمارات هذه السنة ابتداء من الشهر القادم. عندنا بعدين ابتدي الموسم الصيفي اللي هو وينزر، وأهمها طبعا كلها في الموسم الصيفي هي كاس العالم للجونيور هذه السنة.
The first Deputy Chairman of the Supreme Council for Youth and Sports, Chairman of the General Sports Authority and President of the Bahrain Olympic Committee, His Highness Sheikh Khalid bin Hamad Al Khalifa, attended the opening of the 6th edition of the Brave International Combat Week, Bahrain 24, held under his patronage and organized by Bahrain Brave Organization in cooperation with Team Bahrain. The opening was attended by GSA Vice President, Chairman of the Bahrain Fighting Games Council, His Highness Sheikh Salman bin Mohammed Al Khalifa, the Vice President of the Bahrain Olympic Committee, His Highness Sheikh Isa bin Ali Al Khalifa, Russian Minister of Sports Mikhail Degtyarev, GSA CEO Dr. Abdurrahman Askar, and Russian Ambassador to Bahrain Alexei Skosorev. His Highness witnessed the activities of Brave International Combat Week, especially the Brave CF91 Professional Mixed Martial Arts Tournament, which saw the participation of 5 Bahraini fighters, led by Bahraini mixed martial arts star Hamza Al-Kuhaiti, along with fighters Mohammed Al-Samia, Zajid, Jedrov, Hussein Al-Kurdi and Sabrina D'Souza. His Highness Sheikh Khaled bin Hamad expressed pride in the launch of the event, which has become an international sports platform that highlights the sport of mixed martial arts and strengthens Bahrain's position on the international sports map. He said that the event promotes the sport of mixed martial arts and provides a platform that embraces talents from around the world, based on the belief in the importance of the sport as a means of bringing people together and promoting peace. He said that this tournament demonstrates Bahrain's ability to host and organize international sporting events, which confirms the commitment to the development of the sport at local and global levels. His Highness said that the continued success of this tournament reflects the great support of the leadership for this sport and emphasizes Bahrain's commitment to providing the ideal environment to develop sports talents and highlight them on the global stage. He concluded his statement by saying that the 6th edition of the event will witness strong competition and distinguished levels of sports. He wished all participants success and thanked all those who contributed to the success of this event. In the presence of the First Deputy Chairman of the Supreme Council for Youth and Sports, President of the General Sports Authority and President of the Bahrain Olympic Committee, His Highness Sheikh Khaled bin Hamad Al Khalifa, Chairman of the Board of Trustees of the Isa Salman Education Charitable Trust, Chairman of the Board of Directors of the Labour Fund Temkeen and Chairman of the Rashid Equestrian and Horse Racing Club High Committee, His Highness Sheikh Isa bin Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, the National Day Horse Racing Festival organised by REHC held on December 12th and 13th now concluded. It featured the 8th race of the season, held for the cup of His Highness Sheikh Khaled bin Hamad Al Khalifa and the cups of his sons, His Highness Sheikh Faisal bin Khaled bin Hamad Al Khalifa, His Highness Sheikh Abdullah bin Khaled bin Hamad Al Khalifa, His Highness Sheikh Nasser bin Khaled bin Hamad Al Khalifa and His Highness Sheikh Salman bin Khaled bin Hamad Al Khalifa, in addition to the National Day Cup sponsored by the Ministry of Information. The festival celebrates Bahrain's national holidays and the anniversary of His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa's accession, as well as the accompanying national occasions, and was attended by a number of their highnesses, prominent figures, sponsors, representatives, as well as a large audience of enthusiasts. His Highness Sheikh Khaled bin Hamad crowned the winners with the race cups as he presented the first round cup to the winning trainer, Yusuf Tahar, and presented the third round cup to the winning owner, Mohammed Khaled Abdurrahim, and fifth round cup to the winning trainer, Adel Abdullah. His Highness Sheikh Abdullah bin Khalid bin Hamad Al Khalifa presented the second round cup to the winning trainer Alan Smith and the seventh round cup to the winning owner Mohammed Jassim Mohammed, while His Highness Sheikh Faisal bin Khalid bin Hamad Al Khalifa presented His Highness Cup to His Highness Sheikh Khalid bin Ali Al Khalifa and the eighth round cup to His Highness Sheikh Sultan ad-Din bin Mohammed bin Salman Al Khalifa. The Minister of Information, Dr. Ramzan bin Abdullah Al Nuaimi, presented the National Day Cup to the winning owner, Ibrahim Al Afu. His Highness Sheikh Khalid bin Hamad Al Khalifa expressed pride in attending this National Day Horse Racing Festival, stressing that this festival represents a distinctive sporting occasion that celebrates the authentic Bahraini heritage and embodies the love of the people of Bahrain for equestrian sports and horse racing, which are part of our history and culture. He also praised the distinguished organization of the eighth race of the racing season. He said that holding this festival as part of the celebrations of the National Day reflects the connection of equestrian sports to Bahrain's ancient history and represents a platform for developing this sport and enhancing its competitiveness at local and international levels. He praised the distinguished level of horses and riders participating, which confirms the great development witnessed by equestrian sports in the kingdom, adding that these events highlight our keenness to preserve and develop the authentic Bahraini heritage in line with Bahrain's comprehensive sports vision. His Highness Sheikh Khalid concluded by thanking the Rashid Equestrian and Horse Racing Club and all those responsible for organizing this festival, wishing success for equestrian sports in Bahrain and stressing his keenness to support it and develop it. The chairman of the Supreme Council of Health, president of the Bahrain Council for Health Studies and Specialities, Lieutenant General Dr. Sheikh Mohammed bin Abdullah Al Khalifa, affirmed Bahrain's strong commitment to further enhancing the Bahrain's healthcare sector. He emphasized Bahrain's focus on achieving excellence in these services and expanding medical training opportunities for Bahraini doctors. This announcement coincides with the launch of the Bahrain Board of Family Medicine by the Bahrain Council for Health Studies and Specialities. The newly established board will oversee training programs, ensure compliance with established standards, and promote the development of professional competencies among healthcare providers. The Minister of Health, Dr. Jalila Hassan, highlighted the importance of investing in human capital and reiterated Bahrain's continuous support for its national doctors. The Kingdom of Bahrain celebrates the Police Day, which falls on December 14th every year, to offer thanks and gratitude to the brave policemen who sacrifice everything to maintain the security and stability of the country. This day represents a national occasion to recognize the efforts and sacrifices made by the brave security personnel and their continuous endeavors to enhance security and stability and ensure the safety of all. In the presence of Bahrain's ambassador to the U.S., Sheikh Abdullah bin Rashid Al Khalifa, and former Speaker of the U.S. House of Representatives, Paul Ryan, Bahrain's embassy to the U.S. held a reception on the occasion of Bahrain's celebration of its National Day and the anniversary of His Majesty the King's accession to the throne and the accompanying national events. The ambassador referred to His Majesty's comprehensive reform approach and the achievements made over the 25 years since his accession. He stressed that Bahrain has entered a new phase of reform and development, witnessing sustainable progress in many sectors, becoming a constitutional kingdom with robust civil institutions and organizations that embody advanced forms of democracy. Sheikh Abdullah praised Bahrain's economic vision 2030 and the legislative and economic reforms aligned with His Majesty the King's vision and the government's directives led by His Royal Highness the Crown Prince Prime Minister, which facilitated the signing of the free trade agreement between Bahrain and the US in 2004. In his speech, Paul Ryan commended Bahrain's achievements, lauding His Majesty the King's vision and the guidance of His Royal Highness the Crown Prince Prime Minister, while celebrating the FTA's progress since its approval by Congress in 2004.
You know, I think that the relationship between America and the Kingdom of Bahrain, it's as strong as it ever has been, and it's a long-standing relationship. 125 years. That is when the first Americans started our relationship with the Kingdom of Bahrain, with the American Mission Hospital back in 1903. Think all of that has happened in those days. The free trade agreement, we're on the 20th anniversary. You're celebrating your silver jubilee. So I just think it says so much about our relationship. 20 years of free trade. We have a new security agreement. You've got your silver jubilee, but almost as important, probably not as much, but almost as important, you brought home the Constructors' Cup. It was amazing to see the city lit with papaya lights on Sunday evening after Team McLaren brought home to Bahrain the Constructors' Cup. So I'm so impressed, so proud, and so encouraged with the relationship that we have between our two countries and all that is in front of us. God bless.
Bahrain's embassy to Malaysia also held a celebration on the occasion of Bahrain's celebration of its National Day and the anniversary of His Majesty the King's accession to the throne and the accompanying national events. The event was held in the presence of the President of the Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs, Sheikh Abdurrahman bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Khalifa, the Minister of Entrepreneur Development and Cooperatives of Malaysia, Iwan Benedict, and members of the royal family in Malaysia. Bahrain's ambassador to Malaysia, Dr. Walid Al-Manai, welcomed the attendees, expressing pride in celebrating this national occasion, which represents a milestone in the history of Bahrain. He said that over the past 25 years, His Majesty the King has led Bahrain with a wise vision that has promoted the values of tolerance, human coexistence and brotherhood, which has strengthened communication on solidarity among nations. He touched upon the strong relations between Bahrain and Malaysia since 1974, praising the strong ties and shared values between the two countries and their commitment to enhancing cooperation in many fields. Bahrain's permanent mission to the UN office and other international organizations in Geneva also held a celebration at its headquarters on the occasion of the Kingdom's celebration of its National Day and the anniversary of the accession of His Majesty to the throne and the accompanying national events. During the ceremony, permanent representative of Bahrain to the UN office in Geneva, Ambassador Abdullatif Abdullah, delivered a speech expressing pride in Bahrain's advancement over the past 25 years under the leadership of His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa and the directives of the government headed by His Royal Highness the Crown Prince Prime Minister Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa. He emphasized the pioneering role of Bahrain in multilateral cooperation to promote dialogue, tolerance, peaceful coexistence, respect for human rights, and continue its journey of progress in various fields in line with its international commitments, responsibilities, and national plans. Meanwhile, Bahrain's embassy to Algeria held a reception on the occasion of Bahrain's celebration of its national holidays and the anniversary of His Majesty the King's accession to the throne. Bahrain's ambassador to Algeria, Ali Al-Aradi, expressed pride in celebrating this national occasion. He pointed to the history of the close fraternal relations between Bahrain and Algeria, which witnessed historical and civilizational depth. He said that these relations are based on the foundations of mutual respect and continuous appreciation, as well as ties of Islamic and Arab brotherhood that unite them. The Kingdom of Bahrain was able to achieve qualitative leaps and continue its successes through the Bahrain Economic Vision 2030, in line with the directives of His Majesty the King to work on formulating the Bahrain Economic Vision 2050. We have more in this report.
The Kingdom of Bahrain has achieved outstanding results thanks to its Economic Vision 2030, which established a comprehensive development approach based on excellence, wisdom, and vision. This vision has resulted in major achievements in many vital sectors to serve as a key pillar in realizing the aspirations of the nation and its people. Since its launch in 2008, Bahrain Economic Vision 2030 has outlined a strategic plan to develop the national economy and diversify sources of income, laying the foundations for a sustainable and prosperous future. The vision is based on three main principles: sustainability, competitiveness, and justice. Sustainability. It relies on promoting a forward-looking government funding policy by investing in human capital through the development of education and training. The vision also encourages entrepreneurship and innovation to achieve sustainability and build a thriving private sector that contributes to development. Competitiveness. It seeks to enhance economic competitiveness globally, increase productivity in a consistent and sustainable manner, and provide a competitive environment that encourages innovation and supports overall economic development. Justice. The vision emphasizes the promotion of transparency in all transactions, with the public and private sectors committed to providing an environment that ensures fair competition, thus enhancing the confidence of investors and society. Based on these principles, His Majesty the King's directives aim to accelerate work to launch Bahrain's Economic Vision 2050. The vision will address current challenges and capitalize on future opportunities with a focus on prioritizing sustainable development. To achieve these goals, the government, headed by His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister, is working closely with various sectors, including the business sector and civil society, to formulate strategies and action plans that contribute to further national achievements. Bahrain's Economic Vision 2050 is an extension of the successes of Vision 2030, aiming to achieve further progress and prosperity, reinforcing Bahrain's position as a leading economic destination regionally and globally.
And for more on this, Director of the Studies and Research Directorate at Bahrain Center for Strategic International Energy Studies, or Dirasat, Dr. Omar Al-Ubaidli, gave us this statement.
Bahrain's Economic Vision 2030 was launched in 2008, and much has been achieved since then. At the time of the launch of Bahrain Vision 2030, the most important goal that it set out was diversifying the economy and decreasing its dependence on hydrocarbons. And this goal has been achieved to a significant degree. For example, we have seen a large growth in the size of Bahrain's tourism sector. We have seen substantial development in the ICT, in communication and information technology sector. We have also seen significant development in Bahrain's industrial capacity, including, for example, the new lines for Alba that have expanded the capacity to produce, and also significant new products in the petrochemicals company GPIC. And all these together give a sound indication of how much progress Bahrain has made on diversifying its economy. In addition to that, one of the major goals of Vision 2030 was strengthening the private sector and enabling it to be more of a leader in terms of driving the economy forwards. And there has been a lot of success in that area. For example, in particular, with the private liberalization of the telecommunications sector and the privatization of Batelco. Through this liberalization and privatization strategy, Bahrain has developed a digital infrastructure that is ranked 5th in the world. And that is a clear indication of how this policy, which reflects or represents a central element of Vision 2030, has been a resounding success. However, even though there have been significant successes in Vision 2030, the time has come for Vision 2050, and one of the main reasons for that is that His Royal Highness, the Crown Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, declared in 2021 in the Glasgow COP that Bahrain will be seeking to achieve net neutrality in 2060. And realizing this goal will require significant restructuring of various economic activities in the Kingdom of Bahrain. And that is what we will be watching, and that will be the main task that the government allocates its resources to in the coming period.
Bahraini sports have achieved distinctive qualitative accomplishments thanks to the support of His Majesty the King at national and international levels and have been recognized for their remarkable successes in various sports. We have more in this report.
Bahraini sport continued to achieve successes thanks to the support of His Majesty the King at the national and international levels. During the era of His Majesty the King, Bahraini sport witnessed constant development and achievements with the determination of the kingdom's youth, and Bahrain has spared no effort for its youth to continue with relentless determination to give and succeed in every youth and sports form. The national sports system in all its details formed an important part and an essential pillar of this blessed renaissance. Through this major leap in sports achievements, whether through individual sports achievements and national teams. Today, Bahrain sport stands on a strong and solid foundation, enabling athletes to excel on the global stage, win awards, medals, and trophies, and elevate the kingdom's status in every sport form. Those historic strides made by sports in international forms have made them the focus of the world's attention. The strong commitment of Bahrain to further promote sport and develop sports talent aim to continue making further achievement.
The activities of the National Day Festival organized by the Ministry of Information continues at the Heritage Village in Ras Hayyan and has witnessed a wide public turnout from inside and outside Bahrain. The festival includes many events organized with the participation of ministries, government agencies and the private sector. It includes many activities that reflect the historical and cultural heritage of the kingdom and express the national identity, such as heritage shows, traditional crafts, a market that displays local products, as well as entertainment programs for children. The Muharrega Nights Festival in its third edition continues its activities as part of the Celebrate Bahrain 2024 season in a unique and exceptional atmosphere. The festival is characterized by the diversity of its programs that include tours to explore the tales told by the historical houses associated with the Pearling Path. The festival allocates large areas of its activities for children and recreational activities that enrich their skills. And for the first time, visitors can now visit the houses located on the site of the Pearling Path and see their unique exhibitions and collections.